Namaste to all. Some people sent me the link of a video by Nityananda Misra and one more guy, and both of them have a lot of followers in YouTube. So this that video is like 1.5 hours or something like that. So I said I cannot see this much lengthy video. Please tell me where should I see. So they sent me from 11 minutes to 24 minutes. Please see. They have spoken about Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati. And there are 2 or 3 things which he was speaking about Maharishi. Number one is Maharishi was not Maharishi, he was Swami Dayananda, and he never asked people to make him a rishi, whereas the Arya Samajis have made him a rishi and they are calling him as a Maharishi. He is not a Maharishi, he was telling. Okay, fine. So that is his own personal opinion. Similarly, each one of us have got our own personal opinion to call anybody as Maharishi or Swami, or without even putting Swami title, somebody can tell him Dayanand, etc. It's our own personal wish, right? So why we call Swami Dayanand Saraswati as Maharishi? Because Rishi, Mantra Drishta iti Rishi, he says Nirukta. So a person who has visions of Veda mantras in Samadhi, and we find based on his works, especially when you read Satyartha Prakash or Rigvedadi Bhashya Bhumika or even Veda Bhashya, you can definitely say him as a Maharishi for sure. This is my personal opinion. So if you are not interested to call somebody as Maharishi or Swami, it's your own wish. And the main point in that video, in that 11 or 12 minutes, what I saw was he was speaking about Patala Loka, where Maharishi has written Patala Loka in a unscientific manner. Number two, he was speaking about a Veda mantra, and he was telling that when Maharishi was writing this Veda mantra, already Kepler's laws of motion were established, and Newton was established, and other people were established. So, in order to bring attention of science in the Vedas, unhone gusa diya. See the word used by this guy, Nityananda Misra. I was reading who is that guy, and it says he's a Sanskrit scholar or something like that. Anybody can become a Sanskrit scholar. Even I can become a Sanskrit scholar. The thing is not about Sanskrit scholarship. The thing is about tapasvi, brahmacharya, and indri sanyami. And then Sanskrit scholar in reality means a person who has studied Ashtadhyayi, a person who has studied Nirukta, a person who has studied the Vedic Vangmaya completely, starting from Mimamsa up to Vedanta, and a person who has mastered in Ramayana and Mahabharata, and also the Veda Angas, Shiksha, Kalpa, Vyakaran, ityadi. 6 Veda Angas are there, until Jyotish Shastra. Everything a person who has studied, and he is a brahmachari, he is a tapasvi, and he is also a yogi. That person can be called as a scholar as per me, in my Vedic view. So in that definition, very few people, in the recent times, very few people are existing. So one, where existing and are existing, one is of course my Acharya Ji, Swami Ram Sarup Yogacharya. Another person would be Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati, and also I consider Swami Satyapati Ji of Arya Samaj, who passed away recently, a very great Sanskrit scholar for sure, because he was also a very big tapasvi, and also he studied the Vedic Vangmaya in depth, even though he was a born Muslim. So this guy Nityananda Misra can be a Sanskrit scholar. So what he says, he took the mantra, I am Gauhu. This mantra, maybe he said this mantra comes only in Yajurveda and Rigveda. No, this mantra also comes in Samveda. The mantra he quoted was Yajurveda 3/6. I am Gauhu, Prishnir Akramid Asadhan Mataram Puraha Pitaram Cha Prayatnaswaha. So in that mantra, Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati has written, Gauhu means Gol Rupi Prithvi, whereas Gol Rupi is not existing in that. The word Gauhu does not mean Gol Rupi Prithvi. This is Maharishi's misinterpretation to speak a lie. And he also mentioned this word. He told in the end of that 23rd minute or something, झूठ के सहारे आत्मविश्वास क्यों बढ़ाना चाहिए, क्यों उन्होंने ऐसा किया, मतलब he has mentioned in that way, झूठ के सहारे. How can somebody who is such a great tapasvi, of course this guy might not be tapasvi, this guy is probably money minded. I do not know about this guy. I just read about him in Google today, but I'm very sure a person who speaks this kind of statement, Jhoot ke sahare atma vishwas, he has not studied anything about Maharishi. He has not studied Veda Bhashya. So he has taken this mantra and says that I am Gauhu, Gol Rupi Prithvi. That means the spherical Prithvi is not mentioned anywhere in the Vedas. And this is Maharishi want to bring this interpretation because of the impact of Kepler and Newton. This is my understanding based on his statement. Maybe I am wrong. If I am wrong, please forgive me. But this is what I understood when I saw this 12 minutes a couple of times. So what I want to say is, my Acharya has written in his website vedamandir.com, my Acharya has written that Atharveda mantra 9 by 10 by 14, 9 by 9th khanda, 10th sukta, 14th mantra says this earth is spherical. And also I read this mantra bhashya. It says Prithvi gol hai. Mantra says यदि मनुष्य किसी स्थान से सीधा बिना मुड़े किसी और चला जावे तो वह चलते चलते फिर वहीं आ पहुंचेगा जहां से चला था. So this proves, this mantra clearly says the earth is spherical. So Maharshi ने गुस्सा नहीं है. Gauhu means Prithvi, but Maharshi did not tell anything wrong in saying Gol Rupi Prithvi. Please understand. I'm just answering to that person. I'm sure my video will not reach anybody, anywhere. My channel viewers are very less, and even people who view my channel will never spread my videos, and I don't have any intention that somebody should spread my videos, but I am just telling in case this video reaches that guy, Maharshi did not, उन्होंने घुसाया नहीं है. वेद मंत्र में लिखा है परमात्मा, क्योंकि वेद मंत्र पहले चीज हमको मानना चाहिए. सॉरी, स्पीकिंग इन हिंदी ऑल्सो. Please understand, Vedas are aporushya jnana and Vedas are tasmat yajnat sarvahutah. Sarvahutah richah samani jajjiret. Vedas emanates from Paramatma directly. Paramatma is the one who creates this universe. So Paramatma knows the universe. He creates the universe, so obviously he knows the universe. So Paramatma mentions in the Vedas that earth is spherical. So Maharishi does not need to have Gusne wala bhavana, and Maharishi will never take a jhoot ke sahara. Please understand that. And Maharishi has written in, spoken in Pune Pravachan book. He has told, I can make mistakes. He has told in the open public. Somebody asked him, challenged him. He said, I am a human being. I can make mistakes, but I will never accept that I am wrong unless you prove to me with proper tarak vitark. Proper way, let's discuss, and that point of time I will accept if I am wrong. Because I to err is a human. I am not Paramatma. So we must understand Maharishi's standpoint. So Yajurveda 3/6 mantra, Maharishi did not mention Gusa hai nahi hai, Gol Rupi Prithvi. Number 1 point. And number 2 point, he mentioned in his video that nowhere in the mantra it is mentioned charon taraf gumta hai. Please understand, see, that's why, Sanskrit, the difference between Sanskrit scholars and real Pandits. Pandit means Vivek Vyakti, Vivek Jnani. A real sannyasi, a real tapasvi. The difference between normal people who claim themselves to be scholar and a real scholar is this much. They will understand everything with sukshmata. Like, one day somebody asked my Acharya, you are calling your place as Vedamandir Ashram. What is the meaning of ashram? So my Acharya told, A means charon or se, charon taraf se. Come, and shram means yahan par aakar shram karo. Whenever you go to Gurukul where an Acharya resides and that Acharya is a yogi, you come to that place to do Purusharat. Both Mansik Purusharat and also Sharirik Purusharat. Means you should not take rest in the place where a yogi resides. 24 Gante you must be involved in Tapasya. Tapasya also is a Purusharat only. Either you do Tapasya or you do Vedadhyan or you do the Seva available in the ashram. That is why this place is called as ashram. So the word in the mantra comes A. See, the mantra is Ayam Gauhu Prishnir Akramid Asadan Mataram Puraha Pitaram Cha Prayant. So that A Akramit. A means charon or se. So, and please understand, this guy was telling, he was trying to, I didn't see the full podcast. I just saw only the Swami Dayanand Saraswati's insult portion. Maybe he said, I'm not insulting. He also said that he was a great social reformer. I'm not insulting. I'm speaking the truth. He was telling, you are not speaking the truth, my brother. You were not aware of who was Swami Dayanand Saraswati. And if you are not aware of somebody, why you are unnecessarily speaking about him? So, and a word is in Sanskrit is used for charon or, and our word is used in Sanskrit in the Vedas for many other contexts also. And also please understand this mantra he told nowhere in the Hinduism it says that the sun, the earth revolves around the sun. He said nowhere in the Hinduism. No, Vedas very clearly says Vedas are Paramatma's Vani, and Paramatma tells the knowledge to the human beings. And something is there in the Vedas cannot be objectionable because Swata Pramana, please understand. So Vedas very clearly says, including in this mantra, which this guy is not able to understand, because this person is reading Sayana Bhasha, he is reading Mahidara Bhasha, he is reading some other Bhasha. I'm not sure if he is funded by somebody else for making this comments. I'm not sure. Maybe possible also. So people are business oriented, people are money oriented. So why I'm making this video? Because this guy said wrong about Vedas. That's why I wanted to make this video. Mamatva हमको किसी से नहीं होना चाहिए. Mamatva मतलब if I say this is my God, this is my Maharishi. So when we have this mamatva, we will get into Ajnanata. So let him insult Maharishi. That's not a problem. But Maharishi ने गुस्साया, ये गलत बात है. महर्षि ने नहीं गुस्साया. जो बात स्पष्ट है उसको स्पष्ट कहना हमारा कर्तव्य है. महर्षि का प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड द 10 नियम्स ऑफ आर्य समाज. In fact, I was seeing, I think Acharya Satyajit Acharya or somebody else, or maybe Muktanand Swamiji. They were telling this 10 niyams are nichod of, itna gehra nichod of Vedas. Actually, it is truth. Each niyam of Arya Samaj, we can spend hours together to understand each and every word of that Arya Samaj 10 niyams. Because every word is coming from Vedas there. So, why I am saying is, maybe Arya Samajes might make videos against this fellow. It's not needed. Why? Because of course you must clarify the mantra clearly to prove that Ved mantras do not have any error, and Maharishi's translation also do not have any error, because the same Ved mantra has been translated by Maya Acharya, who is not Arya Samaji, who is not a disciple of or indirect disciple of Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati. But when Maya Acharya ji wrote this Ved mantra, it exactly matched with Maharishi's explanation. Exactly match in this, in the terms of Bhavarth. My Acharya told, my Acharya attained Samadhi. My Acharya actually wrote Yajurveda Bhashya. Somehow, something happened, the Bhashya got destroyed. So then my Acharya always refers, go and read this 3 by 6 mantra, where it is very clearly told by Paramatma that Prithvi is going around the sun. Sun is not going around the Prithvi. This is told in Yajurveda, my Acharya told. And my Acharya is not Arya Samaji. Please understand that. So any Ved Vidwan will correctly translate these mantras as written by Maharishi only. And Maharishi is not the first person. Before Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati, Shatpatha Brahman Granth, which is like, let's say, thousands of years, 5,000, 10,000 years old, Shatpatha Brahman, 2 by 1 by 4 by 29 also says the same thing. Nirukta, and also Maharishi has given Nigantu and Nirukta's Vachan, why he is interpreting like that. Maharishi is not interpreting based on his own wills and whims. When you read Maharishi's Sanskrit Bhashya, you will understand Nirukta reference, Nigantu reference, Ashtadhyaya reference, Shatpatha reference, and other book reference he would have mentioned. So, why I am saying is Prithvi is spherical, is mentioned in the Vedas, and that is why mentioning Gol Rupi Prithvi is nothing wrong, and Maharishi has not done anything wrong. And also Charon Tara word is not mentioned in the mantra. This guy says this guy does not have any ABCD of, he might be a Sanskrit scholar. My Acharya used to say Sanskrit PhD. One person came from Jammu who is supposed to be the most versatile Sanskrit scholar in India, and he told to my Acharya that there is nobody in India or in the world who can challenge me in Sanskrit, Guruji, and I will do Shastrat with you to establish the Naveen Vedanta is the truth. So he came to our Acharya, and then he did Shastrat for 3 to 5 days continuously. Continuously means every day from morning to evening, and after 3-4 days he did Sharanagati to my Acharya, and he said, Mera garv, my ahankar toot gaya. So he went. My Acharya used to say that this story is aware, all the people in the ashram knows this, but I don't want to publicize these things. Because it's a personal discussion, there is no need to publicize. but this is the fact, because वेद के सामने, and my आचार्य told, ये वेद, ये परमात्मा के सामने, परमात्मा क्यों? क्योंकि योगी के अंदर परमात्मा है। वेद के सामने, परमात्मा के सामने तू PhD है, MA MPhil है, जो भी है, you cannot stand in front of real vidwan and yogi. So this person cannot see what is written in the Ved mantra because of his, sorry to use this word, नीच बुद्धि। नीच बुद्धि वाला वेद भाष्य को समझ नहीं सकते हैं। That is why ऋचा किम करिष्यति says Rigveda. If you really, Paramatma says, if you do not understand the omnipresence of Paramatma, ऋचा किम करिष्यति, तुम परमात्मा को नहीं जानते कि वो तुम्हारे अंदर है, बाहर है, सब जगह पे देख रहा है तुझे। और ये ऋचा, यू आर स्टडिंग वेदास, बुकिश नॉलेज, यू आर ग्रोइंग एंड अहंकार यू आर ग्रोइंग, ऋचा किम करिष्यति, वेद तुम्हें क्या भलाई करेगा? नहीं करेगा। सो दीज आर, आई एम गेटिंग टीयर्स व्हेन आई सी दिस, व्हेन आई स्पीक दिस मंत्र, बिकॉज unfortunately we are all in the same boat. Maybe that person is in more agyana than us, maybe 5-10% more, but we are all agyanis only. But only thing, please understand, stuti means to speak the truth, and you cannot understand Swami Dayanand Saraswati in depth unless and otherwise I am not Arya Samaji, but I have done extensive research on his bhashyas, and I am not a Sanskrit scholar, but based on the understanding what I have from my Acharya ji, I can understand you. It's an internal knowledge. You don't need to know Sanskrit to get that internal bhavana. What you need is tapasya. So that is very important. So this person, whatever he told, he finally told na, झूठ के सहारे आत्मविश्वास क्यों बढ़ाना चाहिए? तो झूठ के सहारे आत्मविश्वास बढ़ेगा ही नहीं है. But he was telling that Maharishi probably wrote this mantra scientifically because he wants to prove that Vedas are superior to any Western philosophies or Western scientific inventions. No, Maharishi does not want to prove that. Paramatma ka gyan hai. Please understand. And also one more thing. Read Samaveda mantra, same mantra, Samaveda 630. If you read Samaveda, Acharya, this is a very good Acharya also, Acharya Ramanath Vedalankar, he has translated this mantra in 5 portions. परमात्मा के पक्ष, सूर्य के पक्ष, पृथ्वी के पक्ष, जीवात्मा के पक्ष और चंद्रमा के पक्ष. Because it is a श्लेष अलंकार mantra, you can convert the same mantra into 5 different meanings when you know real nirukta, and when you know real, when you are a real Sanskrit scholar, and when you are a tapasvi. When you read his bhashya also, you'll understand Maharishi has written only one meaning, a scientific meaning. But there is a Jivatma meaning. See, Jivatma meaning is very, very spiritual. I was reading. Ayam Prishnihi. यह जीवात्मा के पक्ष में मंत्र कहता है, आयम प्रश्निहि, यह चित्र विचित्र कर्म संस्कारों से युक्त गौहु, प्रयत्नशील विज्ञाता जीवात्मा, आक्रमित कर्मों के अनुसार मनुष्य शरीर का प्राप्त होता है. पुरह मातरम, पहले माता के अर्थात माता के गर्भाशय को असदत प्राप्त होता है. च, और जन्म के अनंतर स्वः पितरम प्रयन, विज्ञान प्रकाश से युक्त पिता को प्राप्त होता है. See, this is the philosophical insight of this Ved mantra. So the same mantra you can understand in different perspective, for which you really need a Vedic scholar. I don't consider Nityananda Misra as a Vedic scholar. Maybe, I don't know, I have not seen his channel. I just went through that he has so many followers, he speaks about Hinduism, etc., etc. Maybe you can speak about Hinduism. But if you want to speak about Vedas, you must have an Acharya. You must have done your proper homework. And he was telling also another statement about Shukla Paksh and Krishna Paksh, where Maharishi has mentioned in this mantra translation about Shukla Paksh and Krishna Paksh. And then he was trying to make derogatory comments that, ye mantra, that Maharishi does not know anything, something like that. When his expression was like that. But that's not the reality. Please understand. Shukla or Krishna Paksh क्यों आता है? Because sun Moon and earth, everything is goal and everything is rotating, everything is revoluting. The moon is going around the earth and the earth is going around the sun. Indirectly, moon is also going around the sun. So Krishna Paksh, Shukla Paksh is for, after Purnimasi and after Amavasya, that have that 14 days, is indirectly related. That's what Maharishi's intention is, to say that because of the movement of the earth across the sun, and because of course moon is attached to the earth, the Paksh also is happening. So don't waste your time is also an inner message. So these are all we must try to understand. So what I want to conclude is, if you want to insult to Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati, make crores of videos. But if you want to really advance spiritually in your life, please start studying his Bhashya and try to implement Brahmacharya, Indri Sanyam and Atma Vishwas and Paramatma Bhakti in your life. And science and Vedas are not different. Science have emanated from Vedas and Vedas have emanated from Paramatma. Please understand that. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om, Om, Om.